I had quite a few people asking me on comments why haven't I made new videos, where have I been, if I'm okay. I am okay. I was just very busy and sacrificed 6 months of my normal life, 6 months of this boy's life. Ben, look on man. Now shush. Hey, what do you mean? Beep beep. Can I park? To put his harness on because I do not trust this dog. Halti that I bought. It has done a dramatic difference in his pulling on our walks. Shame he does not like it, but it's necessary. There we go. Let's show. Let's show. We've got the Halti on, but if he pulls, it pulls on his little strap here, so it's like a little coin which tightens and it doesn't let him jerk and pull. It prevents him from that. Stop, Ben. Ben? He's rocking after. Okay, I'm just gonna have a little catch up here. The past 6 months I worked non-stop. I worked a lot, and in May I had obviously moved here to Rhodos, but I had to, after setting up the home, leave for work, so I was gone for a total of 6 months. I measure my time when I leave for work to dog years, because the time that I leave, the time that I lose, is time lost from him. Human life, 6 months, okay, it's tolerable, it's fine. But if you're someone who owns a dog, you realize how short of a time in the human lifespan that we get to experience compared to them, how fragile and how precious 6 months of time is for them. And so the time that I lost from him, the walks, the adventures, just the cuddles and the love, it was hard. That was my hardest part. I would just lay in bed looking at photos and videos of him, and I was very, very sad. Losing time with this guy was flippin' difficult. It was so hard. It's been very nice to be back. Take him to the beach. He's gotten so good at swimming. He's gotten so brave. And the seawater helps clean him, getting his fur all fresh and clean, because I don't like to overbath him. It doesn't do him good. Also, apart from me taking a break from the internet, but with what's going on right now in the world, the whole situation that's happening in Gaza, seeing all these videos and reading all the statistics and the news and the updates, it's very sad. It's very depressing. As an empathetic person, I've been experiencing, like many others around the world, empathetic grief and empathetic guilt and distress. I just think it's so sad what's going on in the world. I'm struggling to feel okay with having a safe space to live, food, water, a bed, clothes on my back, my health, my limbs. I feel guilty that a majority of us in this world are blessed with these comforts and these luxuries. I'm talking about the luxury of having safety, food, water, family members, our health. And then there's a minority in this world that don't have that. There are children that come into this world that didn't even get the chance to experience comfort and peace, and they were taken out. They were wiped out before they could even live their life. I love you so much. You are such a handsome boy. How are you made to be so handsome and beautiful? Just look at this. The fact that nature designed such a creature. Right? And you're getting grey hairs, and this breaks mommy's heart. He's getting more and more grey hairs here. His chin is getting more grey. Sorry. Come to terms with the fact that this world will have continuous inequality and destruction occur. And as a human race, we have failed in many aspects. There is a large movement and a large group of people worldwide that are making innovative changes and waking up and caring about making positive changes in this world. I feel like we're all responsible to do our part, but there are a lot of sad people in this world. There are a lot of people dealing with generational trauma, depression. So on one hand, we expect the human race to pull their shit together. But on the other hand, many people are living in a system that is crippling their mental health, crippling their physical health and their spiritual health. So how much blame can we truly put on normal civilians with the state of being that they are in, with the actions that they take, with the lifestyles they choose to live, when the system has created so many challenges and has made people's lives so difficult and exhausting? How can we expect humanity to just pull their shit together when the very system that we all depend on, that we're all a part of, is designed to depress us, exhaust us, make us angry, make us feel dissatisfied? That I'm just feeling a bit weird about life. I'm feeling weird about consumerism, living comfortably with comfort, while so many people in this world don't have that. Specifically with the people in Gaza, they are that way from me. Like if I had to just take a boat and keep going that way. Anyways, this one is becoming impatient and he wants us to continue our walk. I've been home for over a week now and I've just been enjoying as much of my time with him and relaxing in my home as possible, just being slow and calm and relaxed, trying to rest, trying to rejuvenate, because for 6 months I didn't have that. So I am focusing on that. That is my focus. Wow, what's going on with all these babies? Also, I was so busy with work this summer and stressed out that I lost a lot of hair. A lot out of stress. And I think I gained 20 new grey hairs. But all those 20 grey hairs tell a story of what my last 6 months were like. Before I go, I just want to share, and I'll plug in a snippet of it at the end of this video. I swam with 5 whale sharks when I was at work now in Seychelles for the first time in my life. But that experience alone was one of the best experiences I ever experienced in my life. I will never forget it. Those people coming to disturb us. We don't want to be disturbed by people, Ben. We want to be alone. I cannot explain to you how free I felt. We swam with him for 3 hours. It was one of the most magical experiences of my life. It was one of the most freeing things I've ever done in my life. And magical is the only word I can think of, because not many people get to see that. It's altered a perspective in my brain to just feel hungry for spending more time in wildlife and adventure and exploring and enjoying as much of this natural world as possible, as safe as possible, for the rest of my life, because I don't know how much longer these magical creatures will stick around at the rate that we're going as humans. Sorry, getting emotional, but this is something that really crossed my mind when I was swimming with them. And I will talk about this in my video, my experience and what was going through my mind mentally. I hope humans can preserve this world so that these ancient beings can exist and continue surviving and living, because their homes are becoming a dumping zone, and land wildlife struggles on another level with habitat loss and destruction. And will they be around in 50 years? I don't know. Will my children or my grandchildren or my great-grandchildren, will they live to see these wonderful things? I don't know. I won't be alive by then to see if they will. I would hope so. Are we doing enough to preserve these beautiful things to have? And at what expense does nature have to keep suffering because of our lifestyle, because of how we are as humans. Benako, pame. Yes, Ben's like, enough talking, mother. You like to talk. Yes. Oh, that's it. Slobbery sticky nose. Just on an off topic, you know they say humans look like their dogs? Ben, I'm gonna a side shot. Look at Ben's snout. And look at my snout. And look at my hair. And look at Ben's hair. He looks like my child. Because I'm having a German Shepherd, I've no longer had a complex about my nose. I embrace it because it makes me look more like him. Anyways, humans, take care, be kind, do good, love one another, stand up for what's right in this world. Our voices as average people have the capability of making an impact in some form of way. If you have an opinion about doing the right thing and speaking about things that matter, and a topic comes up where an individual sees the world in a very problematic way, and you have the option to speak up for what's right and alter the perception of negative thinkers and people that are thinking with injustice, speak up. You don't have to worry about people liking you or not. I've reached that stage. If people don't like me because I choose to speak up for what's right, and I choose to care for what's right, and I choose to care about the things that are going wrong in this world, then I don't need to have people's friendships. I don't need to have, doesn't mean I have to fight with them, but I don't need to have them in my life. I don't need to have them like me. It's also putting myself out on the internet. I know many people won't agree with my perspective on things, but I know in my heart if I speak about what's right, then I'm making a difference in this world. And there's a writing that I'm going to add to the end of this video. Please read it, share it with your kids if you're a parent. Keep it in mind as an adult, as a human being. It's a written statement about a teacher trying to teach his classroom a lesson about doing the right thing in this world, and it involves a fish being taken out of the fish bowl, and he walks out. I'm going to post in the end. Please, please, please read it, because it shows that only a minority of us are actually brave enough to speak about what's right and to stand up for what's right, whereas most of the world is filled with fear or has been desensitized to not care. And those that do care, they are backed up with fear to prevent them from speaking out and doing the right thing. Anyways, super important. Be kind, be good, and try be happy in this sad little world that we live in.